Horses are masters of nonverbal communication. They notice everything: your tone, body language, and even your consistency as a caregiver. What you do daily can strengthen your bond with your horse or slowly chip away at their trust and affection. Let's explore the habits that make your horse either love or hate you and what you can do to foster a better connection with your equine friend. Being consistent in your actions. Horses thrive on routine and consistency because it makes them feel safe and secure. A horse that knows what to expect is a calm and confident horse. Imagine if one day you greet your horse warmly, and the next day you're rushed and impatient. Your horse will pick up on these inconsistencies, and it can cause confusion and anxiety. Being consistent doesn't just mean sticking to a feeding or riding schedule, although that is important. It also means using the same cues for the same actions. Horses learn through repetition, and mixed signals can frustrate them. For example, if you use leg pressure to ask for a trot one day, but pull the reins the next, your horse won't understand what you want. This can lead to resistance, and over time, your horse may begin to dislike working with you. On the flip side, a consistent handler earns a horse's trust. When your actions are predictable, your horse learns that they can rely on you. This builds confidence in their environment and in you as their leader. Consistency extends to how you handle them during grooming, leading, and riding. Small habits like always speaking calmly when approaching them or rewarding good behavior consistently make a big difference. Ignoring your horse's body language. Horses communicate almost entirely through body language. Their ears, eyes, tail, and even the way they shift their weight can tell you what they're thinking or feeling. Ignoring these signals is a fast track to frustrating your horse. For example, if your horse pins their ears back or swishes their tail, they may be trying to tell you they're uncomfortable or unhappy with something you're doing. If you overlook these cues, the behavior could escalate into something more serious, like biting or kicking. Learning to read and respect your horse's body language is crucial. A horse that feels heard is a horse that will trust you. If you notice signs of stress, such as a tense body, wide eyes, or constant fidgeting, take a moment to assess the situation. Are you asking for too much too quickly? Is your horse uncomfortable with their tack or surroundings? Addressing these issues promptly shows your horse that you care about their well-being. On the other hand, responding positively to your horse's relaxed and happy signals can deepen your bond. For instance, a horse with soft eyes, a relaxed tail, and ears gently swiveling towards you is showing signs of contentment. Rewarding this behavior with gentle pats or soothing words reinforces their positive feelings about being with you. Being heavy-handed with the reins. Reins are a vital tool for communication, but when used improperly, they can become a source of frustration or even pain for your horse. Many beginner riders make the mistake of pulling too hard on the reins, thinking it gives them more control. However, this habit can confuse and irritate your horse, leading to behaviors like head tossing or resisting your cues. A horse's mouth is incredibly sensitive, and harsh rein handling can cause discomfort or even injury over time. Imagine someone pulling on your arm repeatedly to guide you. It wouldn't take long before you'd feel annoyed or even hurt. That's exactly how your horse feels when you rely on heavy-handed rein use. Instead of using brute force, focus on developing a soft and steady hand. The reins should act as a gentle extension of your communication, not your primary method of control. Combine rein cues with signals from your legs, seat, and overall posture to create a harmonious dialogue with your horse. For example, a slight squeeze of the reins paired with a shift in your body weight can be far more effective than an aggressive pull. Neglecting grooming and bonding time. Grooming is more than just a way to keep your horse clean. It's an opportunity to bond and build trust. Horses are social animals, and grooming mimics the mutual grooming they do with their herd mates. Skipping this essential activity or rushing through it sends the message that you're not interested in connecting with them. When you take the time to groom your horse thoroughly, you're doing more than maintaining their coat. You're also checking for injuries, irritations, or signs of discomfort. This attention to detail shows your horse that you care about their well-being. They'll come to associate your presence with comfort and security, strengthening your relationship, Rushing through grooming or handling your horse roughly can have the opposite effect. If you're impatient or careless, your horse may start to dread the process. They might become fidgety, resistant, or even develop negative associations with being handled. On the other hand, a calm and thorough grooming session can be incredibly relaxing for your horse, making them look forward to spending time with you. Expecting too much too soon. Horses, like people, need time to learn and adapt. Expecting too much too soon is a common mistake that can lead to frustration for both you and your horse. Pushing them beyond their comfort zone without giving them the chance to understand what you're asking can create anxiety and erode their trust in you. For example, if you're working with a young or inexperienced horse, expecting them to master complex maneuvers right away is unrealistic. Horses learn through repetition and positive reinforcement, not pressure and impatience. When they don't understand what you want, they might freeze, resist, or act out. This isn't defiance, it's their way of expressing confusion or fear. On the other hand, setting realistic expectations and celebrating small victories can boost your horse's confidence and willingness to learn. Break tasks into manageable steps and reward your horse for each effort they make. For instance, if you're teaching them to load into a trailer, start by letting them approach and investigate it at their own pace. Gradually build up to walking inside, praising them for every step forward. Patience is key when working with horses. Rushing them or becoming frustrated will only set back their progress and strain your relationship. Instead, focus on creating a positive learning environment where they feel safe and supported. Over time, your horse will come to trust you as a fair and understanding leader, making them more eager to work with you. Using poor saddle fit or tack. The tack you use plays a significant role in your horse's comfort and performance. A poorly fitting saddle or improperly adjusted bridle can cause discomfort, pain, and even long-term physical issues. Despite this, many riders overlook the importance of proper tack fit, assuming that all saddles and bridles are one-size-fits-all. Using improperly fitting tack can negatively affect your horse's comfort and health, making this a crucial aspect of responsible horsemanship. A saddle that doesn't fit well can lead to pressure points, sores, and even long-term muscle damage. Similarly, an incorrectly adjusted bridle or bit can cause pain in the sensitive areas of your horse's mouth, poll, and head. If your horse associates tack with discomfort, they may become resistant to being saddled or bridled, leading to behavioral issues that could have been avoided with proper care. Horses rely on us to ensure their equipment fits comfortably, but this step is often overlooked, especially by novice riders. A poorly fitted saddle can shift during a ride, causing uneven weight distribution and friction. Over time, this can lead to soreness and tension, affecting your horse's gait and overall performance. If left unaddressed, these issues may result in chronic pain or behavioral resistance, such as refusing to be saddled or ridden. Similarly, a bridle that is too tight or a bit that pinches can make your horse fussy, head shy, or unwilling to accept the bit. Overworking your horse without adequate rest. Horses are strong and capable animals, but they have physical and mental limits just like humans. Overworking your horse without providing adequate rest can lead to fatigue, injury, and a breakdown in trust. A horse that feels pushed too hard, too often, may start to dread the work and associate their time with you as unpleasant or stressful. When a horse is overworked, it doesn't just affect their body, it impacts their mind too. Signs of overworking might include sluggishness, refusal to follow cues, or even physical lameness. A tired horse might also exhibit behavioral issues such as irritability or resistance. These signs should never be ignored, as they indicate that your horse needs a break to recover. Pushing through these warnings can result in long-term health issues like tendon injuries, muscle strain, or even chronic stress. To avoid overworking your horse, pay attention to their workload and schedule regular rest days. Ensure that their exercise routine is balanced and includes a mix of activities that engage their body and mind without causing undue strain. For example, alternating between light trail rides, groundwork, and more intense training sessions can prevent burnout. Additionally, always allow for cool-down periods after exercise to help your horse recover. rest isn't just about physical recovery, it's also about mental relaxation. Horses need time to unwind and enjoy being horses, whether that's grazing in the pasture or interacting with their herd mates. A well-rested horse is not only healthier, but also more willing to engage with you during work sessions. By respecting your horse's need for rest, you demonstrate care and consideration, which strengthens your bond. Failing to provide mental stimulation. Horses are intelligent creatures that thrive on mental engagement and stimulation. If their days are monotonous or lack variety, they can become bored, which may lead to destructive behaviors such as chewing on fences, pacing, or digging holes. A bored horse is an unhappy horse, and over time, this lack of mental stimulation can strain your relationship with them. Failing to provide mental stimulation can also result in a horse that seems disinterested or unresponsive during training sessions. When a horse isn't challenged or given the opportunity to learn new skills, they may become disengaged and harder to motivate. This can make even routine tasks feel like a chore for both of you, creating frustration on both sides. To keep your horse mentally engaged, introduce variety into their routine. Try incorporating groundwork exercises, obstacle courses, or even teaching them tricks. Activities that challenge their problem-solving abilities, like navigating a trail with varying terrain or responding to new cues, can make a big difference in their overall happiness. Horses also benefit from social interaction, whether with other horses or through games and activities with you. It's important to remember that mental stimulation doesn't have to be complicated. Something as simple as changing their riding environment or giving them a new object to explore can spark their curiosity. Enrichment tools, such as treat balls or hanging toys, can also provide entertainment and reduce boredom when they're in their stall or paddock. And that wraps up 8 habits that make your horse love you or hate you. Ready to become an even better horse parent? Then gallop on over to our next video. 8 horse myths you still believe and the truth, where we bust some common misconceptions that might be affecting your relationship with your equine friend.